Hi there, my name is Shivam. Today I am going to talk about a new approach called Bombalytics. Cool name, right? Competition and collaboration in dynamic environments are a result of complex interactions. Analyzing these interactions is both important and challenging. Analysis of interactions and event sequences reveals insights. In return, these insights help in improving our understanding of how entities behave in these environments. To quote Bateman and Gottman, defining characteristics of interaction is that it unfolds in time. To begin our research, we needed interaction data from some environment where entities compete and collaborate. We showcase our approach and tailor it for a multi-agent game environment called Pommerman. In each battle, there are 4 players located at the corners. 2 teams compete to win the game. Teammates are located diagonally opposite to each other at the start. The battle arena is a grid of 11 rows and 11 columns. There are 3 types of tiles in the grid. First is the navigable space. Second is an unbreakable rigid wall. Lastly, the third type of tile is a wooden wall that can be broken by a bomb. The action space of agents is simple. In one time step, an agent can either do nothing, move in one of the 4 directions, or drop a bomb. A bomb explodes in exactly 10 time steps. The flames of the bomb persist for another 3 time steps. By default, the blast radius of a bomb is 1. Additionally, each agent can lay only one bomb at a time and needs to wait for the bomb to explode before dropping another one. An agent dies if it comes in contact with the flames. The objective of the game is to eliminate enemies. A battle ends when all players of a team die or if the battle exceeds 800 steps, resulting in a tie. To make battles interesting, 3 types of power-ups are hidden beneath the wooden walls. Extra bomb power increases the count of bombs that can be laid simultaneously by 1. Similarly, increased range power-up expands the blast radius by 1 tile. And finally, the can kick power-up enables an agent to kick the bombs. Let's watch a battle playback between 2 teams from the competition held in 2018. The Pommerman game has an active research community of artificial intelligence developers who train their team of agents for annual competitions. The Docker containers of all agents participating in the competitions are available online. Hence, the Pommerman environment serves as a test bed for the researchers as they can evaluate their training approach by competing with other teams. In doing so, the researchers have trained agents that seem to exhibit complex behaviors. Currently, the performance of 2 teams is judged by counting their number of wins and defeats in a set of games, which is approximately 50 in annual competitions. We chose this game environment because in each battle, agent needs to interact with the environment while competing and collaborating with other agents. So far, battle playbacks have been used by the researchers to analyze the gameplay behavior of teams. Although playback helps in step-by-step analysis of a game, they do not provide an overview of the events in a game. The playbacks also increase the cognitive load that makes it challenging to infer any strategies demonstrated by the agents. To address the challenge, we started with 3 design goals. The first goal stated that the solution should provide an overview of events that occurred in a game. The overview should help in deriving inferences, such as whether agents collect more power-ups at the beginning of a game or not. Second, it should be easy to find local patterns and repetitions of agent interactions. This would allow us to answer certain questions. For example, did agents learn to kick bombs? If yes, then who dropped the bomb? The agent itself, its teammate, or its opponents? Finally, the third design goal focused on providing an overview of multiple battles played between 2 teams. it would help in evaluating the performance of two teams over several games. We implemented our approach as a web-based prototype. The interface has four main components. The summary component at the top abstracts all the games played between two teams. A timeline visualization at the center shows details of a selected game. Histograms at the bottom show the temporal distribution of a selected game metric. And finally, playback at the top right replays the selected game step by step. Let's dive into the timeline component. We use colors to encode agents' actions and events during the game. For example, movement is shown in orange and kicking a bomb in pink. The horizontal axis denotes the progression of a game from left to right. Meanwhile, the vertical axis shows agents and power-ups in individual rows. Since power-ups are common resources, we place them in the middle, while agents are positioned at the top and bottom of the power-up rows. Bombs are shown separately for each agent in their respective rows. We represent a bomb by a circular head, indicating the drop, followed by a dashed line that denotes ticking of the bomb, and a rectangular tail at the end showing blast duration. The interactions are shown by vertical lines, linking corresponding entities. For example, the power-up action shown by the green circle is linked to the type of power. So we draw a vertical line between the corresponding rows. Similarly, bomb kick and deaths are linked to a bomb via vertical lines. To explain it with an example, we can say that here agent 3 collected 2 increased range power-ups, followed by a can kick power-up. Later, the agent kicked 2 bombs laid by itself and goes on collecting more instances of can kick power-ups. We can already infer a few interesting strategies of agents from the timeline visualization. Here we can see that Team A, the top 2 rows, did not collect any instance of extra bomb power-up. The agents of Team A repeatedly drop bombs and move. They also kicked their own bombs a few times. In contrast, agents in Team B collected many power-ups and laid fewer bombs. There was one instance where an agent of Team B kicked a bomb dropped by its opponent. On an overview, we can say that both teams compete to power up at the beginning of the game. We conducted an expert study with 20 participants and asked users to explore the implemented tool. The experts were able to find many competition and collaboration strategies exhibited by agents. For instance, one of the experts mentioned that the 2 agents of Team A seemed to collaborate by behaving differently. One of them plays defensive and tries to survive the game, while the other takes more risks and kills enemies. Okay, we have built an approach that was targeted at developers of agents for the Bomberman environment. So what? While the implementation is tailored for one environment, we envision the approach to be applicable for several games. The approach can be applied and extended to analyze competition and collaboration behaviors in strategy-based games. For example, League of Legends and StarCraft. From a more general perspective, we can also use parts of the approach in analyzing interactions from real or virtual environments. For example, it can be used in the analysis of multi-user VR sessions from games and remote assistants. The experts also suggested to include the spatial aspect of interactions in the timeline visualization, which we plan to do in the future. We hope that it would make it easier to infer more complex competition and collaboration strategies from the visualization itself. Don't forget to check out the demo of the tool and the paper for more details. Thank you for your attention.